What is up guys, today in this quick video, let us find out if the Xiaomi Mi 4 is still worth your time and money in this day and age of fingerprint scanners. So without much ado, let's get started. The Mi 4 was a Xiaomi flagship released in 2014 and I have been using the 64GB variant since May of 2015. It runs on the Snapdragon 801 quad-core processor coupled with the Adreno 330 GPU. Now let's talk about the design and build quality. It is made with a stainless steel frame with Concord Gorilla Glass protection in front and a slightly curved replaceable back which does look and feel premium. Comfortable to hold, it may feel a bit heavy at 149 grams, but you will get used to it within a few days. You will get a pretty decent experience with gaming on this device. Lighter games run very smoothly and so does heavier ones. You may feel some minor stutters and frame drops here and there during heavy games, but they are mostly few and far between. Coming to the camera performance, let's have a look at some pictures and video samples. This is one of the best cameras you will find at this price segment, at least in natural and daylight conditions. After all, it was a flagship device at the time of its release. In artificial light also, it does perform decently, though can be quite average in low lighting. To get the best acceptable results in low lighting, it is advisable to tinker around in the manual settings, preferably after mounting it on a tripod. You can get a screen on time of 4 hours to even 6 hours plus, depending on if you are a light or a heavy user. Pretty impressive for a 3080 mAh battery. Talking about the general performance, here also it hits the mark most of the time and runs the default and downloaded apps quite smoothly, running on the heavily custom skinned MIUI. The Mi user interface or MIUI may be heavy, but it is feature rich, filled with many functions and customization options. Like for example, you can even change the boot animation if you want to from the default theme settings. You might feel some lag only when it gets heated up right after heavy gaming or charging, which is normal and not a cause for concern. So should you go for the Xiaomi Mi 4 in 2016? Well, if you don't really need a fingerprint scanner, dual SIM or 4G, then this can easily be the phone for you, which has almost all major sensors and is a good overall performer with very decent camera and battery life. Let me know in the comment section below about your experience with the Mi 4. That's it for now. Hope this video helped you in deciding, and if you liked it, then go crazy on the like button and subscribe to get notified on upcoming tech related videos and to support the channel. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next one.